September 16, 2021. This is the Inner Journey 1088 into the dimension where the station of light exists. Lani speaking to you, and again I'm asking you to prepare yourself to enter into this extra dimension. So begin as usual by making sure your body is relaxed and your mind is open to receive. And in your own time, take in a lovely natural breath, filling your body with light and making the reconnection stronger with your light body, with that true essence of you. And the next time you take in a natural breath, enter into the receiving area of the station of light with me. I draw you up with me into this part of the station. It is the receiving area, it is a transition space. Because as you will have noticed, as we move deeper into the experience of each session, sometimes you lose conscious awareness of the exact words. And that's because you're moving into a deeper state of consciousness, into the true energy of the station of light. It is a gradual process usually. Anyway, I step back now and allow the beings here to come forward. We are with you. We are with you as you present yourselves here into this aspect of the station. Or I'm addressing you, and there are members of various groups here, members of the commissioned beings, part of the Galactic Federation, who present themselves here. Some of them are simply observing you, and some of them are also initiating with you a greeting process. And the greeting process being initiated is part of the preparation for you to be greeting them in a dimension that is closer to your present livingness situation in your physical body area. So this is presented to you at the start of the session so that you are automatically engaging with the energy that is surrounding you, with the particular beings who will come forward. These beings generally are always with you. It is in the state that they are preparing you for a closer association and communication. In a similar way, you have come into a closer communication and association with those of us existing within the station. So we bring you into this space where we can communicate in this way, whereas the beings of the Greater Galactic Federation will be communicating with you much more clearly and strongly where you are stationed in the Earth dimension, in that plane of existence that you've known to be a reality around you, and you have contributed to that reality in various ways. Well, with the assistance of the communication with the beings in this evolving and unfolding dimension around you, you are creating the expansion and upgrading into the existence of the different dimension that we refer to as the dimension of light and the civilization of light. It's all one in the existence, but the focus and the vibration that you have has to be resonating with the focus and the vibration of that greater pattern of civilization in that dimension referred to. So this is all expanding your realization, and it will also be confirming to many of you the realizations that you have already, and the way that you know the reality is. And you know the reality that you resonate with is not always the same reality that people around you resonate with. Already in this system and your presence here, the reality you are in a sense, you are able to view your pattern of life and the journeys, and you are able to review the pattern of life that others around you have come into in your shared experience, and you are able to view the aspect of you existing in the next dimensional field of existence. These are multifacets of you, and yet they are aspects of your true energetic self, the consciousness that you are, that is present. Even as we bring you into these sessions, there is a continuation always of clearing away that has been termed a layer of resistance, so that you are able to express truly the true consciousness state of you into the outer exploration of the civilization that you entered into. And so in exploring, you understand many of the different layers. So this is all helping you to orient yourself into the dimension that coexists with us in this station of light. So as you expand your awareness, as you are here in the station of light, you'll see it is an expanding dimension surrounding planet Earth and surrounding many of the other planets around you in the system. Then as you expand your awareness of the dimensions beyond that, this is where you see that the energy passing through your central sun is purely radiating a higher vibration that passes through the sun from an expanded dimensional consciousness state. We remind you of this in different ways, and we continue to do this so that you are so familiar with the process, it becomes easy for you to transition between states and for you to be aware that you are able to transport into other dimensions. Now, bringing your attention back to the dimension where you are located in the Earth planet, we bring your awareness to certain specific energy lines and pathways and processes that do become distorted or fractured. And part of your awareness of resonating with the higher light field matrix enables the restoration and repairing of the patterns that have become fractured in some way or dislocated from the, we'll term it the original plan. That again is a series of words that you could identify with. And so there is an understanding in your current mind. Whereas if you think of your ancestors, and you were speaking about this overlaying network or matrix, would they have understood? Would you have had to present it to them in a simple way that they could identify it in their particular understanding and thought processes? And this is why we present things to you in terms that we assess most of you would be familiar with and would accept. And then you will notice we say, well, those are not the exact descriptions, and in many ways there is no fixed label or description, because the true aspect of what we deliver to you exists in a different dimension. And so the phrases, the knowledge, the interpretation is existing in a more greater dimension and holistic pattern than at present some parts of your mind could comprehend. That is not a failure. It is simply that you are expanding into a greater comprehension. As more of the patterns in your energy field matrix with the upgrades expand into that and accept it. Here we are referring to the resequencing patterns. And so there is this resequencing of the patterns of the energy field surrounding the planet and all aspects. So responding to the inflow of light codes, you will see some plant life responding with new growth, celebrating the new vitality that they are receiving. And also some of the creatures will be responding with, perhaps you might hear different bird song, you might see different characteristics blossoming and expanding more beauty in many ways as more energy enlivens. And it is the same energy that is enlivening you as a consequence of the absorption of the new sequencing, which is absolutely natural to the encoded processes that continue to sustain your body, that have been there present right from the very first cells. Now, with all of this within your presence here, do become aware of the structure, the energetic structure of that energy light field matrix being lit up. And this can reveal more openings, more gateways, which allows the inflow of supporting systems to come in the different ways that are helpful to each and every one of you. So initially, this is received in your core energy aspect of you And this is the appropriate time to bring your awareness back into that. And when you become aware of that, you become aware that your light body has a particular form. And your light body can look into your energy systems, looking into it as if it is a multi-dimensional form that you, in a higher observation point, can observe. And so you can observe energy systems within your own pattern of physical and physicality, which incorporates thoughts and emotions and cellular processes. So you can observe fractures in the energy lines and distortions. And in observation from that higher point of your core energy self, there is correction. And the establishment of you in the system of galactic membership and participation in the galactic presence. So your presence is to absorb all of this as you observe it, and also then you become the galactic presence yourself on Earth. And so you are ready for the communication with other galactic beings in the supporting system. You will feel in the ongoing phases from this the stabilization as Earth and you and the beings become synchronized with the light field coming in and establishing the dimension that you are very well aware of in all aspects of you. So this is the vitality necessary for you to come forward into you, and you are receiving this. So within this receiving aspect of the station again, you are absorbing it, and thus it is. Aurum out. Greetings to you. I am known to you as Yulia, and I am here to assemble you again, to bring you back into the space. As a group, you see, you have expanded into the realization that you are all galactic beings here. And so, realizing that, now begin that process of bringing all of this back into your current physical body and identify yourself as the galactic being present on Earth. Do you see what this means? Do you see that you have activated and brought in the connection from your original point and purpose of being? And you are enacting that. It is the activation of it within you, that which is known as you, with the body form. So there has been much presented to you in this session again. And I present this to you with my loving support and appreciation for what you are bringing into the earth energy matrix and pattern. I acknowledge you. And I withdraw now, Yulia out. Lani speaking to you again, and while Yulia has brought us back to earth, I am aware that we still need to fully immerse ourselves within the locality where you are. So do this with your simple conscious breath. Take in that lovely breath and feel the difference. Feel this galactic aspect of you. Some of you may be thinking that you have come through a time portal, and perhaps that is how it is in the different aspect of you. So now it's necessary to take in another breath in your own time. Open your eyes, orient yourself completely within your physical life pattern and the current present moment. And this ends this inner journey into the station of light through the Omega Communications Portal. Thank you. And as I give my thanks to Aurum and the galactic beings and Yulia, I am filled with a sense of excitement and joy, absolute happiness, joyfulness. I share that with you also. Thank you.